And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the second free throw. Smooth sailing for Atlanta. Johnson right side. Back to Chandler. This one for 3. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Paul Millsap. Johnson's got 46 points. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. They get a hand on it. The feed now to Horford. From downtown, the shot is off. The Pistons go the other way with it. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
Here's Jackson. After the made shot from Andre Drummond. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Checking out the game Andre Drummond is having. He's got 8 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
Johnson kicks to Chandler. Now here's Johnson. Non-stop scoring machine here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And, of course, an appropriate comparison right here with the tremendous playoff performance we're seeing from this young man tonight. It definitely calls to mind the 63-point performance from the great Michael Jordan.
You know, and to compare the game he's having to that game in 1986 is saying something, because a lot of people think Michael Jordan's performance that night was the greatest game ever played. I mean, it would be hard to argue with that. Those 63 points came against a Celtics dynasty at the peak of its powers during their run to a 3rd NBA title. And I remember after the game, Larry Bird said, he's God disguised as Michael Jordan. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Alan Cramp. Pass to Batum. Outside Leonard. No one near him. Atlanta with the rebound. Millsap's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Johnson kicks to Teague. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Norris Cole, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope.
Back on the floor, Norris Cole.
Here's Teague. Horford kicks to Chandler. Clock at 6. Johnson attacking. Teague with a clean look. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg is...
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that replays.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch.
Oh! It's not possible what we just caught. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
It's deflected. And Drummond kicks to Cole. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Johnson against Jackson. And the foul called on Freak. That's his fifth foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his fifth right there.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Marcus Morris is checked in for Myers Leonard. And it's Johnson in for Nicholas Batum. And here's Johnson outside. No luck. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Johnson with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. It's stolen by Johnson.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Outside Teague. Feeds to Olynyk. Hawks passing it around. Mills. Woo. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'll tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Cole. He has 5. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Johnson, a wide open look, nailed from three-point land.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Johnson with it. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. No good on the 3.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it. Take a look at what Jackson...
That's it. They've won the series. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the conference finals on the highest of notes.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
He gave them an enormous lift tonight, make sure they're moving on to the conference finals. He said, you know what, Give me the ball, let me go to work. This is barbecue chicken soup play with a diet soda.
So that's the finale of this round 2 series of the NBA playoffs. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now on to what should be an amazing conference finals coming up in just a few days. We will see you again soon.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And welcome to the NBA Conference Finals on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Game one is upon us, and this looks like it will be a fantastic series. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Atlanta Hawks in their house, Phillips Arena. Checking out Atlanta, they've appeared to be invincible thus far in the playoffs, having yet to lose a single game. We'll see if they can continue that winning streak tonight. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he can score, and their success as a unit is also increased because of their trust in him.
You know who Freak reminds me of?
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
And that wraps it up here. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.
There is a buzz in the air. Here at the Phillips Arena, For these two teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Hawks. They are a team that certainly got to feel pretty confident right now, having swept their last series.
And while I expect them to win this game and potentially win big, this is a team that really plays well on their home court. And if they do that, they can really set the tone for this series.
Well, we'll see if they can capitalize. I mean, that's what you work hard all regular season for, is to have the advantage of game 1 in your building. I'm with you there. I think you've got to give them the early nod as favorites.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's McDermott in at the 3 set. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Johnson with it, guarded now by Irving. McDermott with the steal. Millsap with the steal. Here's Crabbe. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Irving kicks to Smith to the inside. Thompson passes to Smith. Rejected by Millsap. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Six on the shot clock. Irving dishes to Love. Nice job coming off that screen. Love's got his first points in this one.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Johnson against Irving. Johnson double teamed. And Millsap, here we go. Irving against Johnson. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Crabbe, good. Here's Irving. Love outside. Love draws the double. It's a pick by Love. Irving with a clean look. Off target from 3-point range. Fast break, the Hawks. Johnson wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Irving against Johnson. Irving drives in. Atlanta with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Chandler's shot, good.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Open shot, Johnson in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Irving. Love with a wide-open look. Wide-open shot is on the money. Love's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Millsap a screen on Irving. Pass to Chandler. Feeds it to Millsap. There's the triple. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out.
Doris Burke has
discussing with his guys. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Johnson. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. Kevin, will see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Thanks, Doris. The Hawks leading by 11. Good D from Love.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Johnson draws the double. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And so he hits the technical free throw. On the inbound, and Thompson sends it back. The Cavaliers trail by 10. It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 6 points for Love.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Johnson. 8 points for him. To the wing right side. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And here's Smith. Back to Irving. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Millsap, and the layup's good off the glass. Millsap's got
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
It's a pick by Love. Irving passes to Love.
That's the wall.
That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Johnson.
Sticking too much.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Take a look at the game for Johnson. He's already up to 8 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Len's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Irving kicks to McDermott. Johnson over to help. Here's Irving. And they're going to count the bucket. And the Cavaliers with possession here. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Kyrie Irving. Smith is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Weber.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Now here's Schroeder. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They set the pick. Shot off the screen. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Schroeder's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Johnson. Chandler right side. Johnson outside. Millsap a screen. 6 to shoot. And here's Chandler from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. To the middle. And that one is hammered home.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Now here's Johnson. 10 points for him. Good D from Love.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And that one's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Johnson. Chandler dishes to Olynyk. And it's Johnson penetrating. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Johnson. 12 in the game. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Weber. Misses the 3. Atlanta's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. But they recover it. That's good. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
got to be more physical
Here's a
on
look
defense.
at the 2K leaderboard with
They
the
are
rest
getting
of the
to the
best
middle of the
shooters
floor.
during the
Way
postseason. Freak is second. In the third spot, Al Horford.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Abs checked in for Atlanta. A switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson's checked in.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Johnson against Smith. The shot no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Now Cleveland moving it up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. Free throw good. Smith. Both free throws good from Smith. The Hawks leading. Now here's Johnson. 12 points for him. Passes it to Crab. Millsap kicks to Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Millsap. Baseline J on the way. Cannot hit. Good D from Love. Irving kicks to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
There's the pick. Irving against Johnson. Millsap has the open look. Gets a very good look and converts. Millsap's got 11 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
To the paint, here's Thompson. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now here's Johnson. Rebound, Love. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Johnson kicks to Olynyk. Back to Johnson. Off target with his 3.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Smith with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Irving can't get it to go.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Johnson against Smith. Johnson goes in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 1. Outside Irving. Love against Millsap. Irving for 3. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 3rd rebound tonight, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. And so it's Cleveland with it. Here now is Weber. It's tipped. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons was just phenomenal. He had 67 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Well, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Weber with it. Love outside. Weber a screen. Smith wide open. He fires. That ball. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Johnson penetrating. The Hawks have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that. Made them pay.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Horford comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Teague in for Wilson Chandler. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Alex Len's checked in for Kevin Love. Here's Johnson. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. The 3. No good. Good D by Weber.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Rebounded by the Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Plenty of space. Good as the jump shot falls. Johnson's got 20.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Thompson, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Teague. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Teague against Smith. Len sets a screen for Smith. Weber dishes to McDermott. Back to Weber. Shoots the 3. Al Horford with the rebound.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Now, here is Smith. Following the miss by Freak. Smith kicks to Weber. Cleveland moving it around. Johnson over to help. Len with it. And it's Horford picking him up. 5 to shoot. Thompson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Outside T. Beyond the arc. Good on the shot. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Johnson over to help. Pass to Thompson. A good look from Smith. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Now Weber. The screen from Thompson. Here's Smith, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Johnson.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Weber, the pass to Len, and stolen by Horford. the floor. Crab, good. Crab's got 7 points.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Back to Weber. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Weber kicks to McDermott. Johnson over to help. McDermott dishes to Thompson. Rebound by the Hawks. Millsap's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson kicks to Millsap. Back to Johnson. 3-pointer. And he gets the bucket. And now Point Hawks lead.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Too much casual effort here. Lackadaisical getting back on defense here, fellas.
And it's costed them. Fast break baskets accounting for 7 of the last 10 points they've allowed.
Len, no good off the front iron. Atlanta leading by 14. T kicks to Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Jeff T. And that's now 33 points for Freak.
Oh. Are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
That'll do it for the first half. Hawks lead by 15. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Okay, fellas, way to come out with a real sense of urgency, rising to the occasion. I like what I'm seeing. With our defense, we have torn them up. I'm not sure they're going to come out for the second half. When we play D with this much grit, it is no fun to take us on. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. We've got a very clear job to do, and only one half to do it. This is playoff basketball. I want everything you got.
And we welcome you back to the Eastern Conference Finals here on 2K Sports. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
The Cavaliers trail by. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Johnson is out there with Crabb. And it's Chandler in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Irving. 10 points for Love.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Freak is second.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Irving against Johnson. Irving kicks to Love. The screen from Thompson. Irving. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Millsap left side. Johnson kicks to Horford. The Hawks working the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Chandler, the pass to Horford. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Hawks lead by 13. Well, Cleveland shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Love right side.
That's the wall.
Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And 12 points for Love.
He has still not missed a shot. Where could they be today without it?
And here is Johnson. 33 points for him. The feed to Millsap. Great D that time from Love.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now, here is Irving. 11 points in the game. Kicks to Love. From 15 feet away, and again it's Cleveland.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Irving against Johnson. Dishes it to Horford. Now the pass to Johnson. Back to Chandler. He feeds it to Millsap. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Millsap's got 15.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher.
We got to be more physical on defense.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Grant.
Way too easy.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Irving against Johnson. Irving double team. J.R. Smith on the wing. Here's the screen. Love kicks to McDermott. Irving, a good look. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And here's Irving, following the three-pointer by Freak. Irving double team. Smith kicks to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 36. They double team Johnson. Chandler kicks to Johnson. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And the rejection by Love. They double team Love all alone. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 14 points for J.R. Smith.
What a great start to the second half. They still haven't missed a field goal.
Horford with the screen on Irving. Irving with the steal. And he lays it up and in. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Johnson dishes to Chandler. And finished off by Horford.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Johnson from outside. You know what? And Cleveland will come the other way. To the middle. The dish to Smith. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Chandler's shot, good. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
So for the Hawks, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Horford. Humphreys comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Wilson Chandler. Then for the Cavaliers, Boris Diaz checked in for Love. And it's Weber in for J.R. Smith.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Olynyk. He has 8 points and 1 steal as well.
Irving with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Irving misses. Atlanta leading by 10. On the wing, Johnson covered by Irving. And Olynyk kicks to Johnson. He dishes it to Schroeder. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Out left to the wing. Bazemore for 3. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Johnson over to help and taken away by Johnson. And here we go. And the dunk by Humphreys.
And unfortunately, we've seen too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those in this game.
Atlanta's shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court for Cleveland, we've got Kevin Love. Weber is out there with Irving. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's McDermott in at the 3. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on that. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. J.R. Smith's checked in for the Cavaliers. Johnson, the pass to Crabbe. Horford dishes to Johnson. Connects from 3-point range. Johnson's got 41.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Irving drives in.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He's got 26 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Picked by Horford. Johnson kicks to Horford. Back to Johnson. Pass to Crabbe. 5 to shoot. And it's Johnson penetrating. And that one's good. Johnson's got 43 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum shows.
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
I think I was trying my hardest to think out through it. A lot of times it goes with emotion and stuff, but if you work hard to celebrate, you don't do it to space like Holiday was. You are to make a living in Hollywood and ride and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Albeit grudgingly, I will admit tonight you were the master puppeteer. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And so this one is in the books. We hope.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0. He gave them the energy and effort they needed. Huge performance, and what a time to do it. If he can keep up this effort, Ernie, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And that's a wrap. For Shaq, Kenny the Jet, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you for more of the NBA Conference Finals as the series continues. Good night, everybody.